Okay. Well, I wouldn't have been able to play anyways because greedy Sony requires a paid subscription to play any online games. Wow, really? I mean, there's certain Xbox games that requires, Freya, go lay down. There's certain Xbox games that require, Xbox Gold to play too. So I get that. It's frustrating. Not all of them on Xbox require it, but there are some of them that do. So I created a new character. Because I was trying to refamiliarize myself. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a whole new agent again. Yes, I said again. I did it. Alright, so. Start a new agent. So that way you guys can see the whole agent process creation if you guys haven't seen it before. And you guys can see me be all tactical. Tactical, man. Alright, first things first. Clean that shit off your face. And you are gonna go with... Where's your hairstyle? And the hairstyle... It's not shaved. Maybe we will go with shaved. Alright, change the head. So we're gonna make the character created. We're gonna create the character here. And then we're gonna go ahead and get right into shooting people in the face. Let's see here. Gotta rock the shades. There's actually an octopus set that I like running. See that? Look at that octopus. Isn't that nice? It's very nice, very nice, very nice. Almost all online games on PlayStation require PlayStation Plus, the only exception of being free online games like Fortnite and Call of Duty. Well, that's interesting. See, there's a reason I don't go over there. Yep, we're gonna do the octopus there, and the neck tattoo. That kind of looks like a Cthulhu thing to me. So, we're going with it. Bam! We don't need any more paint, nope. And... scarring. Scotting. Why, oh why, is there so much... I don't like the fact that there is so much stubble. There shouldn't be that much stubble. I don't care for that. So we're gonna have to switch the face because I don't know how to get rid of the stubble. All right, let's do it. I don't know if it's like that on Xbox too. Very few games actually require Xbox Gold now. It used to be you had to have it for everything, but they changed it where very few games actually require it now. I know like Neverwinter still requires it, but like the vast majority of games, absolutely not. But the thing is like Xbox Gold comes with Xbox Ultimate, and Xbox Ultimate gives you access to Game Pass, which is 100 plus Xbox games. You get EA Plus, so all the EA games, you get access to all of those. And then you get 4 free games a month that are yours to keep outright from Gold. So, I mean, like, it's a pretty good system. Woo, buddy. Come on, Special Fish. Stand up again. Shoot at me. Goodbye, bud.
Keep moving. Don't stay in one spot for too long.
Oh, I'm staying at one spot, man. I'm already down here, lady. Why don't you get down here and help us? There's people to shoot at, and I don't see any rounds flying down range other than my own. Come on. Will you? I highly doubt it. Oh god, character customization. I hate that when it comes... Hold on. I can't pause this. You guys gonna have to give me a second.
See to those barricades and have someone radio the patrols to be on the lookout for stragglers. Some of those bastards got away. I didn't expect another attack so soon. You okay? If this keeps up, we're gonna have to relocate. Come on, help me with this. We're stretched too thin to protect everyone here. Not again. Get to the waterfront! That can't be right.
Like, legit, I want to know who the hell this enemy is. But alas, they never expand on this. But to me, I'm like, wait, post-apocalyptic, like, everything's collapsed because of crazy-ass bioweapon diseases? Who the fuck has a navy? Right? And with the level of firepower that they're gonna produce here, I'm just like, who the fuck is this faction? It ain't the government, we're the government. You know?
This is a distress code. The coordinates for Washington, D.C.
The fact that you can look at those coordinates and know that they are Washington, D.C. when we are in another state is impressive. I would have to take those coordinates and compare it to a map.
Whatever happened, it needs to be fixed or it's all over. You go. I'll do what I can here. Go!
I appreciate the effort. But I think shooting at a ship that's launching artillery rounds at you with a rifle might not be the most effective thing or best use of your ammunition. You may want to wait till they close
We
that
took
gap.
things for
you know?
granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
Who can save us then?
It's been 7 months since the outbreak. We still live in fear of the virus, the green poison. The real danger is out there, waiting.
Boom! Division 2. Let's do it. Alright. Oh god, character customization. I hate when a thing in a game causes I spend way too much time customizing my character. Yeah, I have particular appearances that I go for, and then I kind of like don't vary too much from them. Or, especially female characters, I ask my wife to help me, and my wife will sit down and she can do the makeup, like, she is really, 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 really good at character creation and customization. Her characters look solid when she's done with them. So we're going to Washington, D.C. So you got the Washington Memorial there, the White House, the Capitol building. Yep. Let's do this. Thank you, Mom, for the lurk. Hope you're having an awesome day, Mom. In Bloodborne today, I spent about 45 minutes just customizing my character, so half of the broadcast is just me adjusting the chin or something because it was a little off. Well, that makes sense. See, my issue is that I can only do so much customization for character creation here because I'm not actually wearing the gear that I'm going to wear. My outfit's not wearing the outfit that I'm going to wear, right? So, and the clothes, sometimes you have to adjust the character to meet the clothes, right? Because look, what am I wearing? That's right, I'm wearing a gray beret. So what do we need to add?
Flash priority.
We need to...
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter.
Christ.
We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
Okay, now that they're done talking. See, check it out. We got the gray and purple beret. Bam! So we got the beret. Change these pants. Change my boots. I think we might keep the tank top for the time being. Yeah, we're gonna keep the tank top for now. We're keeping the shades. I am debating on changing those boots out, though. Those are 511, tactical 511s. I actually wear those. I wear tactical 511s. We got to do our purple scarf. Because why? Because we got to represent, man. Got to represent the Legion. And change this badge out. Now, we're putting this badge on because it's purple. But that's literally the only reason. By the way, did the video get uploaded yet? Let's look. It is officially uploaded. It's even already got a view somehow. No idea how, but it's got a view. And the bot did not send the notification, so the bot has failed. But yeah, these are all badges that you can either unlock as rewards or you can get from other games. Like this is the Ghost Recon badge. This is the Assassin's Creed Odyssey badge. But then like these ones you can see like granted to agent, like the gorilla one, right, that we're using. Those who utilize heavy firepower to overwhelm their enemies are recognized with this distinction. So we're going to be doing that, but it's because it's purple. Hey, Roy. And there we go. Let's get in the light so you guys can actually get a good look here. And that's my character. Bam! Got the purple beret. Sorry, the gray beret. And you see the purple band that it has. And then we've got the purple scarf. We got the purple badge on the arm. And then we've got octopus tattoos all over the place. Bam! Fantastic.
Out fucking standing!
Right? It is out fucking standing, Froggy Pate. I am so glad that you acknowledge this. Because you would know. You've seen military tactical shit, and you've seen the tactical stuff that civilians get. I feel like this is a good compromise between tactical and tactical. What do you think, Froggy? By the way, if you don't know, Froggy Pate is an Army veteran. So, he's actually got just as much insight with the military stuff as I do. So it's kind of entertaining to have those types of conversations. Let's do that shout out real quick for Froggy. Froggy Pate. Welcome in again, Froggy Pate. He's a regular. He's a Legion broadcaster. He's a member of the Legion community, and he's been here for quite a while. And again, he's a Legion broadcaster. He's one of the official ones. You guys got to go over and follow him. He is an amazing human being. Super chill, super funny. Loves being relaxed and just having a great atmosphere. Does a variety of games. Primarily heavily focuses on World War Z because of the shooting, the tactical aspects, you know, and he's an Army guy. He's got the know-how, right? So it's interesting to see people with the actual real-life experiences and training to go, hey, look, I know this is a video game, and there's a certain degree of video game logic we're going to have to tolerate. But this is how we handle these situations, right? So it's cool to get those different perspectives. Hold on. I'm going to track your server, track your channel on my server. Okay. It should have worked. Maybe it doesn't have permissions. I gave it the permissions. I added it to the channel, and then I did the notify add thing, and I added it, and no notifications came through. But it's okay. I mean, it limits us from being able to recruit YouTube members, or let me rephrase that. It limits us from being able to welcome YouTube broadcasters to the Legion broadcasting team. It does do that, I will say that. But you know, the reality is almost everybody right now is Twitch anyways. I definitely would not be opposed to trying more mods, or more bots, I mean, to see if we can't find one that'll actually work, because I would like to be able to invite the YouTube side of the house into the Legion broadcasting team. But again, for me, it's if I don't have the bot, then I can't do it.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Our job is to make sure nobody comes up from behind. I'm gonna fix you all. I'll deal with it. I'm gonna fuck you up now.
No, you're not. You're gonna get shot in the face. Go ahead, stand back up. See? Told you.
I've got eyes on a division agent
Whee!
heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
I
Agent,
did
if you can hear us
indeed.
on this frequency. Keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Roger, Wilco, Wilco. For those who don't know what Wilco means, it's Army abbreviation or whatnot for will comply. So when you hear someone say Wilco, they're telling you they're going to comply with whatever the request is. Oh yeah, I love this game. Your man looks amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you for the shout out, good sir. You are welcome. I'm 100% sure it works. When you uploaded the other video, I'll see if it works and let you know. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta get creative, right? Because we still don't have any of the special division toys. No! Oh, you dumbass. I didn't want you to jump.
You're in our hood now. I'll deal with them.
Gotta love the fireworks. Woo! All right. Oh, that's friendly. Oh. Got him. Okay, good. Reload primary. Ah! On a reload. I've hurt some of you. I know I have. All right, we need a close distance. Woo! Where you going, special fish? No. We're not running. We're not playing that game. That's not happening. Woo! See, and that's how you clear a field right there. Wait, from what I can see, the bot doesn't have any permissions. The bot has permissions. You have to give the bot permissions when you add it. It gets permissions to do embedded links, do mentions, and post in channels. And I think it can post emojis or something like that. Anyways, no, I made sure it has permissions. I know it does. Lord Cream Pie. Oh wait, I got some stuff to catch up. Hold on, let's go back up. Let's go back up. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. In your face, right? Yes. Headed home, good sir. I will be looking. All right. Thank you for the lurk. Please stay safe. Get home safely. How is the Division? I love the Division. I usually get to a certain point in Division where I can't advance by myself, and I need people to play with, and nobody will play consistently, and in some of these operations, I fall back into a military mindset because they're so familiar to the things I've done in real life as far as the tactical setup, the way you engage the enemy. And the Army, when I was in it, we used video games as part of our training regiment. So, not a lot of civilians are able to be okay with that person. That it's almost like a personality shift, but it's my mindset on how I approach it. You know, it stops being a video game when you get tactical combat situations going, and then it becomes no, we're doing operations now. And I stop being, hey, I'm just having a game and a good time, to, hey, yo, no, we're operating again. We're doing shit. And that shift is not comfortable for most people. How you doing, Lord Cream Pie? Welcome in, welcome in. Wait, from what I can see, okay, so you gave permissions on YouTube role. Yes, I don't know what's wrong, and then maybe another permission needs minus has all of them. I'll double check it after stream. Yeah, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it has all the permissions, because I know I had to grant it permissions when I first added it to the server. Alright, yeah, this is like my 4th or 5th character, by the way, for Division. So, I'm not new to this, but I also get stuck. So, we need to open up base of operations here. By the way, if anybody does want to play, let me know. We also got the clan. The Scareborne Legion clan, because I had to have 3 letters. And I can't just call it Legion, because then your 3-letter initials is leg. And if you're a paratrooper like myself, leg's an insult. It's one of our biggest insults that we throw around, and I can't label myself as a leg. That's just not a thing. Alright, let me know when you upload another video so I can check. Okay, will do. Yeah, like I said, I'll handle all of that after the broad. No. You know what? We're doing this for you. We're gonna do this for you, Edited Critique. Alright, I'm going to add the Witcher 3 thing that we just did, right? So let's see, we got 29, so this is going to be 30! Big ol' 30! 3-0! There you go, it's being uploaded now, Edited Critique, the little tidbit of Witcher stuff we just did, right? So I got that being uploaded, and you'll see what I mean. Alright, but if anybody does want to join me, Division 2 Xbox systems, okay? But yeah, we got a clan. We got the Scareborne Legion clan with the black and purple.
Hey, thanks for the help out there.
You're welcome, Chief. I'm gonna go check in with Natty. Alright. In we go. I'm not gonna lie, this dude, like, this... Okay, this is freaking outstanding.
Is you.
Using little figurines for his war table. That's so cool.
I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
You know, I just want to point out this whole...
Head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
Hold on. I have to figure out where. Okay, there we go. Closed captions. There we go. All right. And we got new knee pads, right? I just want to point out that division agents, the concept of them, is stupidly flawed, man. Like, there is way more efficient means to be handling these agents. Like, when you're sending them out in onesies and twosies like this crap, you're gonna get agents killed by the dramatic slew. Like, you're not gonna have a division for very long if you keep up these fucking tactics. You need to send them out in fire teams. Fire teams is 4 to 5 people with a team leader. Okay? Depending on your personnel sizes. But you need to send them out in small teams. Do not send them out by themselves. When you send them out by themselves, they're gonna get smoked by gangs. Okay? Doesn't matter how high-tech their gear is or how much training they have. When you send onesies and twosies out, they will get killed by sheer numbers. You have to put them in teams. All right.
Got a new skill for you. Which one do you
So, very first thing I'm doing, I'm picking up the combat drone, and we are gonna go to this first one, the choose drone variant striker drone. I'm gonna be running this drone, and then I'm also gonna be running. Next time we get another skill shard here. The other one that I really like running is the shield with the primary weapon system. So that'd be the next thing we get. Woo!
The theater settlement is off to the east. You probably run into some trouble along the way. You'll have to do this block by block, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine too. We're taking this gun. Okay. Let's go!
Good to see you. I'm happy to take all this. Your business is appreciated.
Go, 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 go.
Agent,
Actually,
we've just
before we
received
go
a distress
taking
call
off,
from New York. There's been
let's
an
go
attack
grab...
on the division, and they've requested immediate support.
Nobody
Meet
cares.
me on the White House South Lawn. There's a helicopter prepped for us. We
Nobody
need to
cares.
leave now.
No, we don't. And we're not leaving now. You got these audio recordings.
I swear, Ellis, you ever get the feeling that there's something funny going on? There's nothing funny about this situation, Mr. President. Knock it off. You know what I mean. I'm not sure that I do. It's just all of this feels harder than it should. Like there's something pushing back against everything we're doing. You sit in the big office. There's always going to be people pushing back reflexively on anything you do. You know I've got your back, and so does the country. So, worry less about the hypothetical crises, and let's deal with the real one we've got facing us right now.
Electronic device detected.
We get experience for each one of these we pick up.
I understand you've got your hands full, too. No, I understand. Not the time for pleasantries. No, we're no closer to finding a cure.
But look at this. This is the Oval Office.
Sharing it. This is bigger than borders. But these rumors of a broad-spectrum antiviral are just that. Rumors. Now, let's talk about this proposal of yours to shut down the border crossings in El Paso. I know you've got a lot of people headed south from there right now that you can't afford to take care of. Believe me, we don't want to outsource our problems to you.
All right. Directive 51 was the directive that activated division agents, for those who don't know.
Are you sure you want to do this? The optics are going to be terrible. With all due respect, Mr. Mendez, screw the optics. Manhattan's in a crisis state, and this is the one club I've got left in my bag.
The press
Tell
room.
him I'm not going to take a swing. Agreed. Hopefully, this will only be needed for a short time, and we can deal with the fallout once the crisis is past. And if it's not over quickly, what do we do then? Then you better learn some useful skills, because if this thing drags on, the damn optics will be the least of our worries.
Bam! That's right. You tell him. You tell him. You tell that big jerk face. So, for those who don't know, Division 2 created the clan system, and the clan system is pretty unique in the regards that you actually have your own headquarters. So, we got our Legion colors up with the banner, and then as we get more members that are actually active, we'll end up getting projects, weekly projects and rewards, distinctions of the wink. Like, see, it requires 4 members to open these things. And then the other thing we end up with as well is we'll eventually, when we level up the clan, we'll end up with our own store here. And then there's a weekly cachet, reward cachet for everybody who performs however well in contribution to clan objectives. And then here we got clan bounties. So yeah, we can add all sorts of things. And then eventually, when we get high enough and we got activity enough, we can actually see top conflict clan, top dark hours clan, top Operation Iron Horse clan, and top CXP clan. So these are all things that we would be able to compete in and eventually, hopefully, be able to actually get our banners hanging up here. So like you can see this LOL Just Kidding clan took both top CXP clan and the top conflict clan. So it is possible to be in more than one category at the top. Now, I haven't had anybody be able to answer this question for me on whether or not these pictures change. I don't think they change. But this is actually a clan. This clan here completed this task. And then they made a portrait of them. And then same here with this clan. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. The video just uploaded. It totally worked. See? It totally worked. It may have worked on your end, but it did not work on my end at all. I don't have any notifications. So I've got to be doing something wrong.
To all active duty agents, the individual responsible for the creation and release of the smallpox variola chimera virus, also known as the dollar flu or the green poison, has been identified as Dr. Gordon Amherst. Amherst's body has been found and identified. Post-mortem shows that he died of his own disease. End message.
That's karma. That's karmic justice right there. So, let's see. These guys, these are hyenas. I get that they're hyenas, they're enemies, they're not friendlies, and they're dead. But, seriously, clean up the bodies, people. I don't think everybody... They're not taking into account the amount of disease that comes off of bodies that are just left unburied after they're killed. You know? Like, seriously, you gotta do some corpse disposal. Failure to do corpse disposal will lead to casualties. Surprisingly enough, if you actually look at major conflicts prior to modern warfare, we're gonna say if you look at conflicts involving full-fledged armies from about Vietnam back, partially today, but modern medicine has kind of like curtailed that a little bit. But what it used to do was in war, casualties in full-fledged armies during armed conflicts would end up with more losses due to disease and illness. Because sometimes the illness wasn't disease, like it wasn't caused by a disease. It was, hey, they just got sick because of the freaking weather, you know, and they didn't have the proper gear. It wasn't like, oh, you drank contaminated water, you know. So, disease and environmental conditions absolutely have a super, super heavy effect on... we're not going to use a vector. I don't like vectors. But yeah, disease ends up killing more soldiers than combat does in the majority of conflicts. So that whole disposing of the corpses, like, that's super important, and I don't think they're grasping that. You can't just leave bodies laying around. You're going to add to your own casualty rates if you don't dispose of them properly. It has nothing to do with humanitarian. It has nothing to do with morals. It's simply a matter of practicality. And it's not safe or practical to keep the bodies uncovered like that.
We've got the Iowa delegation on board if they get the amendment about biofuels.
How many are left in the Iowa delegation?
4. The rest are all sick.
Well, let's hope those 4 stay healthy. Who else can we count on?
Hey, just got this. The junior senator from Nebraska just sent her staff home for the duration.
Damn it. We were counting on her support once we got through the house.
You have to wonder if it's worth it.
What is? This?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting really bad out there. Shouldn't we be doing something else to help?
You mean instead of trying to push through an energy bill with the world falling to pieces?
Well, yeah.
Look, sooner or later this is going to pass. And when it does, all the problems we're dealing with now will still be there. So it makes sense for us to keep trying to deal with them because someone has to.
And because we're at the bottom of the pay scale.
That too.
Yeah, no, you guys are just politicians looking at the short term as something temporary. Like, that's not at all how this situation plays out. I'm just telling you guys. But politicians always having their heads up their asses. Just until I can get my rifle. Only if you beat their time for the raid they were involved in. Oh, thank you for telling me that. Teabag the bodies, lol. After you end the stream, go to the bot's role and see if you gave it every single permission. If that's not, I don't know, just getting home. Outstanding. I am so happy that you just got home. What's your rank? I literally just created this character 43 minutes ago. So this character is a level 2. I just created it 43 minutes ago. Brand new character. And honestly, part of that's because it's been so long since I've played Division that I forgot what I was doing with my other characters. So I had to make a new character so I know what I'm doing again. Refresh myself, if you will. But yeah, no, new character. So if anybody wants to make new characters, they're more than welcome to run with me because, again, we're new. Woo! Well, this character's new. I tend to get to the high teens and then get stuck. Consistently.
Electronic device detected.
Now? Hold up. They're still too spread out.
This is gonna be good.
Not if they notice us first. Keep your goddamn head
Oh,
down.
in real life.
Look at those idiots. They have no idea what's coming.
Hold on, wait for this transmission to stop.
Get your fucking head down.
What are we waiting for? They're not even armed. This is gonna be a fucking piñata party.
If you're expecting candy, you're in for some disappointment.
The candy isn't the fun part. The fun part is seeing it fly everywhere when you whack the shit out of the piñata. I don't think I'm gonna be too disappointed.
Okay, let's get this fight done. Go ahead, stand up. Okay. In real life, I was a specialist, but I was holding a squad leader position, which was 2 ranks above my rank. And part of the reason for there's 2 parts for my rank. First part, I refused promotions. I refused to take E5. I refused to go to the board. I refused to study for that stuff. Because the board is a formality where they want you to know a bunch of useless crap that has nothing to do with your job, or they want you to learn the book answers for your job. And at that point in my career, I had already been in over 150 battles. And it was just like, I have no intention of telling you a bunch of crap out of a book that I know for a fact, if you were to do in a real life combat situation, would 100% kill you every single time, just so that we can do a dog and pony show and you guys can feel good about yourselves as senior ranking officials who sit on their fucking asses behind desks all day. You know, it was one of those, like, if my record didn't speak for itself, I'm not interested in your promotion. And then the other thing is when they wanted to give me the promotion, initially, I didn't feel that I was ready for it either. It was one of those, like, I was taught by some old school NCOs that, hey, listen, before you go and you start leading men in combat, oh, bam, that was such clean transitions. All right, let's reload these guns now. Part of the things that I was taught by the old school NCOs was, because you got to remember, I was in a tier 3 special operations unit. Like, we weren't standard army, so the quality of leadership that we had wasn't standard army leadership either. Like, it was top of the line leadership. These were people that you knew for a fact that if you listened to and followed 100%, you would survive almost every scenario that you could be dropped into. And they were very big on, listen, we don't do untested leaders. You know, that was a big rule of theirs. It's like, you might have combat experience, but do you have leadership experience in combat? And if your answer is no, then you don't need to be leading people in combat. And that was their mentality, and they taught that to me. And I truly took that to heart, right? And to me, it was one of those, okay, I had the combat experience, and they're like, we're going to send you to the board. And it was like, okay, well, let me get the leadership experience first, and then you can send me to the board. So I got put into a team leader position as an E3, which is a private first class. And then I got wavered, which is, they did paperwork to give me a rank early before I met the requirements to actually get the rank naturally. And I got a waiver for my E4 specialist rank. Got that because I was already in an E5 sergeant's position. And when I was in that position, we went ahead, we did some training rotations, then we deployed to Afghanistan, and it was my second tour. And then while we were there, it was one of those, okay, listen, you're in an E5 position. We need you to wear stripes. And I said, listen, if you want me to wear stripes, you can go ahead and give me corporal, or you can give me sergeant. But I'm not going to go ahead and go to your stupid board and tell you about some stupid-ass Army regulation that's going to get us all killed if we actually listened and followed it. You know, and that pissed off a lot of people, needless to say. So, yeah, I never advanced, and it was my own choice. I stayed where I was due to my own personal choices and principles that I held true to.
I gotta get back to work. Thanks for the movie, Manny. Anytime.
But I held, the highest position I held was a squad leader position, which is an E6 position.
Okay. This is serious. It's the flu. You remember swine flu? Everyone freaked out for nothing. You'll see. In a couple of months, no one will even remember what the dollar flu was, like Y2K.
See? Politicians.
Make a guy feel old. I'm just messing with you. But I don't know. This doesn't feel like it's just gonna blow over. People are scared. And you know what happens when people get scared? You worry too much, mijo. Give me your wallet. Yeah. Don't make us hurt you. Oh, hell no. No. You should have just given it up, old man. Help! Someone help us! Call 911! We need help! Please, stay with me, Theo.
Thank you for telling us a little bit about your background. Oh, yeah, not a worry. I actually enjoy talking about my background. So that was an echo of a recreation of an event, and the event there was Manny Ortega, who is the founder, head coordinator of Division, and his father, or sorry, his uncle, who was a security guard, and then 2 criminals came and stabbed him during a mugging. So that was what we just saw there. We're going to see various echoes like that that'll play out certain scenarios, so it gives us as a character and player background information.
Try to stay on her good side.
But yeah, I got no problems talking about my background, so if you guys have more questions about it, absolutely feel free to ask. Now, I will say this. There are certain subject matters that I'm not allowed to talk about, and I will let you guys know if one of those is part of the a question that gets asked.
This is wrong, Odessa. Maybe. Probably.
Hold on.
But it's what I need to do. You can't just give up. There's too much at stake. They made an exception for me. Normally they don't take people with families, but they took me. Because they trusted I had my priorities straight. I understand why you're having doubts. I'm not having doubts. I have regrets. Still guilty. But I don't have any question that I'm making the right choice. I don't believe you. My husband is dead. He might not be if I'd been there. He begged me to stay. He wasn't sure he could protect Eleanor, but I told him I'd given my word. That I had a duty. I did have a duty. I did give my word.
Portable electronic device detected.
All right, so as I was saying before we had picked up that portable electronic device, looks like there's another one, looks like there's one right underneath. Is it underneath us? Is there an entrance around here?
You might be wondering why I'm leaving these.
It was inside.
Perhaps it's a deep-seated need for confession. Then again, maybe not. I haven't done anything I'm not proud of, and I have no need to seek absolution from anyone, least of all you. Maybe I'm bored. It's hard being one step ahead of everyone else, and this is my way of giving you a little bit of a helping hand to make things more challenging. Of course, that's the sort of thing made-up villains do. Nah, I'm perfectly happy to maximize my advantage. Or maybe I just want to get you spinning in circles. Now check for yourself. Are there subtle contradictions in what I've told you? Is it hard to figure out what I'm trying to tell you? Maybe that's the point. Then again, maybe it isn't.
Yeah, that guy has no idea what he's doing. He's just making it up as he goes. Anyways, so as far as my military stuff goes, though, if you guys do have questions, ask. Absolutely. I will talk about the things that I can talk about. And I actually tend to talk about things that I shouldn't talk about as well. There are certain operations and things that I partook in that we signed non-disclosure agreements for, that because of my feelings towards Army Command and the politicians, I have no problems disregarding certain non-disclosure agreements, but I am mindful of which ones I'm disregarding. I was an E5 sergeant when I got out. Same here. Yeah. Yeah, I refused to do the dog and pony show. I would not comply, and that was my biggest issue. Like, I was what you would call a shitty garrison soldier, but a amazing deployment soldier. Like, you wanted some shit done, I got some shit done, right? But if you wanted me to do pointless things because you ran out of tasks for me at garrison, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm not gonna be nice about it. You know, I would create problems by going out and getting into fights regularly and doing dumb shit like that. But I was dependable when it came to combat stuff. So I found in my experience, like, the guys that are the best in combat situations that you really want, like your top performers in combat scenarios, suck as garrison soldiers. They struggle so hard to not be in trouble constantly in garrison. Yeah, that's how it was for me also. Didn't like the bullshit. Yeah, no, same here. I always want... Okay, wait. I always wanted to be a sniper for the Rangers, but I missed my window. So... What do you mean you missed your window? Let's start with that question. Because... And the other thing is, it's like, snipers isn't a job, it's a skill. And that's a misconception that a lot of civilians have, is... It's a skill identifier. It's not a job. You can be a sniper and be in various... You can have the sniper identifier, but be in a different job. Like, we had several guys in the unit that were infantrymen. They were airborne infantrymen, but they had sniper qualifications. So when we needed a sniper for specific operations or whatever, they pulled out their sniper equipment. And when we didn't need them, then they ran and were treated as normal infantrymen because that was their job. Their job was infantry. They just had extra skills that we could use them for special things as needed, you know? But yeah, what did you mean by you missed your window?
Where'd you take him? Is he still alive?
What's that? All I hear is some bitch that keeps yapping.
This is the situation, hon. I can hear your teeth grinding from across the room. About an hour from now, you'll be pissing yourself while pleading with me for a fix.
Fuck off.
We can wait until then. Or you can answer my questions and I'll give you what you need before you start embarrassing yourself. All right. Let me know if you change your mind.
Wait. Damn you.
Nice doing business with you.
We gave him to the council. I'm pretty sure they'll kill him.
Fuck. Good dog. Here.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see how this runs. I'm really strict on the weapons I carry. Alright. So Odessa's smart with her interrogation techniques. Using drugs as a way to interrogate a junkie. That's pretty brilliant right there. So here's Odessa. We're going to hear several different recordings of her throughout our gameplay here.
If you're looking for Agent Kelso, she just left. I should have gone with her. But I'd only slow her down.
That looks like a shrapnel
got your own problems
injury.
to deal with.
Probably an IED of some kind.
But them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl. To get to me. If you can help, I'll be on your debt. And I always pay my debts.
Yeah, that looks like shrapnel. IED blast.
Portable
of some type.
Device detected.
Alright, let's go get her daughter.
Electronic device detected.
I know there's an electronic device detected. Right here. Here we go. When I was younger, I had a lot of shit go on in my life when I thought I was getting old. And I thought when I got through it, I was getting old. And you're making me want to drag out my PS4 and play this game. Well, Froggy Pate, you know, if you join the best box, then you can play with me. We can use our army tactics together. I don't know what your age is. I don't know what your situation in life is. But I do know, Lord Cream Pie, last I looked, anyways, I think the age cutoff for joining the army, I think was like 43 last I looked. I'd have to double check that. Army recruitment... age limit. Yeah, it's 42 years old right now. It's still 42. How long ago did they tell you it was 32? Because 42 was a recent change due to recruitment drop. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, though, being a ranger, joining the army and joining the rangers, there's two different types of rangers. There is tab rangers and there's scroll rangers. A tab ranger has the tab and it just says ranger. A scroll will say 75th Ranger Battalion and it'll say which regiment in the battalion you belong to.
Portable electronic device detected.
Now, the Scroll Rangers get the tan berets. They're actually in Ranger Battalion.
Where's the prisoners?
I got
Hold on.
tired of them moaning.
So you let them go?
No, I didn't let them go.
Motherfucker, we were gonna trade them.
Oh well.
That's what you're gonna tell Diesel when he asks why you killed them?
I didn't kill them. The dogs did.
What dogs?
I don't know. Some dogs. I didn't have their fucking names. Oh, but they must have been fucking hungry. Cause damn, once they sniffed blood, it was chow time.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Well, whatever. Diesel ain't gonna do shit except huff and puff a little.
That's a brutal way to go, being ripped apart and eaten by dogs. That's very cruel. It's been a few years. Yeah, okay, so unless you have other mitigating factors, like, for example, my son can't join the army because he has celiac disease. Which, a celiac, for those who don't know, means that you have a actual food allergy to gluten. I'm going in here to try to see if I can't find somebody to test this rifle out on before I run it in the mission. And it does not appear that anybody's going to play nice, so I guess we're just going to have to run this op with this weapon and hope that it works out. But anyways, as I was saying about the Rangers, Rangers, if you can join the military and become a tab ranger and serve with other units. You can join the military and get attached to Ranger Battalion and never go through Ranger School. You can also do both. Go through Ranger School and end up in Ranger Battalion.
Okay, here we go. That should get their attention. Head to the service entrance on the east side of the building.
But the thing with the Ranger Battalions, you have to understand.
What's that? It came from inside the building? Oh, no shit, but what caused it? What the hell should I know? Open the wall now! Take them with the tactics? Who have the balls to come
Hold on.
here? I don't know!
Go ahead, pop your head up.
Once you're inside, find a way
Clear.
to the atrium.
Ranger Battalion, you have to understand, like, when they deploy, they don't deploy like regular soldiers. Regular soldiers deploy for anywhere from 9 months up to, and 9 months was towards the ass end of the war on terror stuff, which is no longer going on. The majority of the conflict, it was a year to 15 months minimum. Few would get pushed to 18 months. Rangers weren't deploying for that long. Rangers were deploying for 6 months, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They were there 6 months and they went home. And then they came back and did 6 months and went home. Rinse and repeat. Which is a problem, because you don't ever actually stay there long enough to get used to the enemy's tactics. That's the first thing. The second thing, while the Rangers are deployed, regardless of what your actual job is, you're treated as an infantryman. So, if you signed up and joined the army as a cook or a mechanic and you're in Ranger Bat and you get deployed, well, guess what? Now you're a frontline infantryman. You know, so it's one of those... You have to be aware of that with the Rangers, is that just because you're in Ranger Bat...
Intercepted.
We're under attack. It might be a...
Hold on. Stand back up, dude. Come on. I should reload. Bam! Okay, I actually kind of like this rifle. That's a pretty good gun.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Shit. Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Okay, so when you're in Ranger Bat and you get deployed, not everybody next to you will have combat training, and that's a problem. And if you joined and you didn't want to be in combat, and you're in Rangers, you're going to be in combat. There's not a question on that matter. I don't like Rangers. Plain and simple. I like Ranger tabbed individuals. They are great. They are fantastic. They understand what it means to be part of a team. They do their jobs. They are phenomenal leaders. Ranger Battalion, the guys that wear the tan beret, that have the scroll on their sleeve, those guys are useful for one freaking purpose, and that is very specific missions, okay? If you don't have an active mission requiring them to go in force, they are useless and end up getting a lot of people killed. And I'm talking from firsthand experience. I cannot tell you how many times that we got spun up and sent out to go rescue a bunch of Rangers that got ambushed. And they're like, oh, we're in the kill zone. We can't get out. Ah. And you get there and it's like two motherfuckers with an AK. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? What, because you guys didn't come in with the element of surprise and brute force and stupid numbers, you guys couldn't accomplish the job? You kidding me? You had to call the 173rd to come bail your ass out again this week? Like, that was a constant thing. I hate Ranger Battalion guys. But every single Ranger tabbed person that I served with in the infantry were phenomenal leaders. Some of them were a little bit high energy and high strung, but they were great combat leaders. And every infantry leader that I served under that was of any significance in the 173rd had a Ranger tab. They went through Ranger school. They did not serve in Ranger Battalion, but they went through a Ranger school. And every single infantry officer in the 173rd was Ranger tabbed and handpicked. So, like, Ranger tabbed, absolutely, go to Ranger school, do that. Ranger Battalion, there's a lot of problems with serving in Ranger Battalion. Don't do it. Go Ranger tabbed, then get yourself in a nice, like, airborne unit. Go to, like, 82nd Airborne, right? Depending on what job you pick, you know, you may want to you may get selected for 173rd. But I wouldn't recommend 173rd if we're not in a time of war. It's very much a wartime unit. But, anyways, as I said, the actual legal cutoff age is 42 for the Army.
Nobody gets through. Nobody.
Damn, I almost got Saint. Oh, that cowardly little bitch. I can't see them to engage them. Bam! Got him. Okay. And... Ooh. Stand up and fight me. Come on. One of you, stand up and fight me. You'll do. Oh! You want to play with the big guns? Okay. I got you, bud. I gotcha. Oh, really? They dropped the grenade. They summoned a grenade and it, like, literally just fell out of their hand and landed next to them and exploded. That was funny. That was a little underwhelming there, guys. Yeah. Maybe you should have gone some grenade training. Grenades are fun. Grenades really are fun. We're halfway to... well, we're about 3/4. A little over 3/4. Blah, 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 blah. Blah! I can speak English, I promise. We're about a little over a third of the way through with the, getting to the next level. The next level is actually where I need to be, so I can pull out my preferred rifle. I need to experiment with other rifle systems to see if I want to run them. I tend to stick to just the single-shot rifles because of the accuracy and the amount of stopping power that they put out is ridiculous. So, we'll see. We'll see. I may still fall back to old reliable. Okay. Wonder why that door's open. That door's not supposed to be open. It's supposed to be closed. We actually have a mission to open it later. On the way out. I almost got Saint, man. That pisses me off. I don't know if you can kill Saint right there. I think they force you to, like, wait. But I caught him in that Hellferno, and I was like, Bam! Yes! Come on. Man, I love the shotgun when you get to advance on people and just pump rounds into them. It staggers them and everything. It's fantastic. And I don't have a hyena's key. More of Odessa.
Hold on. Either, Dad. She doesn't care about any of us.
She'll be all right.
Yeah. I just...
Look, you do what you have to do, then come back to us.
I will. I promise.
Don't make that promise.
And then,
she knows.
Sir, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we gotta go. I love you.
I love you too. Godspeed.
Listen, if you're making promises going into combat ops about how you'll be back, you'll see you later, and all of that crap, you're an idiot. And you just lied to everybody. There is no guarantee you're coming back, and if you have that mindset of that you're going to survive this, guess what? Chances are you're not, because you have that hesitation. Just accept, like, hey, when you're going out on a combat op, that's it. You're done. Game over, right? That's it. Because if you go into an operation knowing that, hey, no matter what, I'm not surviving this op, then you have nothing to lose now. And that makes you a dangerous fighter. That makes you an extremely dangerous combatant when you've accepted that you died the moment you took the operation. Like, good God, man. You want to see the brutality in a human being come out and be at the forefront of their actions? Let them go into a combat situation believing with 100% of their being that they will not survive this. You will see an impressive and terrifying level of brutality that you didn't know was possible. And then I guarantee you that person is going to survive. Why? Because they are willing to be more violent than anybody else. And how do you win a conflict? Through violence of action. The more violent your actions are, the more likely you are to come home. But part of that comes with accepting the fact that you're dead. If you're not accepting that fact, if you think you're going to make it, you're going to hesitate when it matters. And that's what gets people killed, is those hesitations. Hey, Froggy Pay, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I was looking at the dashboard sounds, and the sound alert thing does not have an option to have a sound alert when people just donate bits. I have to go and find, and if anybody has one that they use, let me know. Either tell me here or tell me in Discord. But I would like to find a bot that does the sound alerts when people donate bits. And the little animations on the screen, right? But the dashboard sound alerts doesn't do it. The extension we use, it's not an option. At least I couldn't find it. So if anybody has one, let me know. But yeah, thank you for those bits. You are amazing, good sir. You are outstanding. All right, let's see. Oh, it's shit. It's this one. We're gonna bring out our toy. Man, I love that combat drone. That combat drone is so freaking nice. Got you. Where you going, Special Fish? Come on. Oh, Special Fish. Bam! There it is. Just like that. Man, I love tactical shooters. Especially when you can be accurate with them. Alright, the drone can go away. Alright, drone's down. So now we're in the cooldown period for the drone. Alright. Everything actually looks pretty clean. So let's go. Advance! Actually, I forgot to check the stage. I forgot to check the stage. Nope. No lootables, no gear, no nothing. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. See, this is what I mean by, like, I kind of need the alerts. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 400 bits. And a stretch. And a stretch. Oh. Thank you for those 400. Well, I guess we're at a total of 500 bits today, huh? And actually, look at that. Let's see the board here. Frog Ape 8 with 2,500 bits total in first place. Congratulations. And thank you. Thank you. The hypes. Yeah, I don't have a hype emote, do I? Do I need to make a hype emote? Should I make a hype emote? I mean, I have the party emote. Maybe that's a project I'll give my kids to work on. Make me hype emotes. But yeah, is anybody to have a sound alert bot for the bits? Because I like to like stop what I'm doing and acknowledge this, you know. And sometimes I need the alerts, especially when we're in a combat situation like that. But thank you. You are an amazing human being, and I appreciate the support for the channel and for the Legion. Yep, I'm excited. By the way, Froggy Pate, did you check out that video that my son put up? What'd you think of the video editing? Like the style and how the transitions worked, the music that was added, Yeah, did you have any thoughts or opinions on that?
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
Dumbass, do not detonate the ammo stockpile. We can use it. There's not exactly factories producing ammunition to replenish our use, okay? Don't blow it up. Let's kill everybody and claim it. Dumbass. Not to mention, when you blow up ammunition stockpiles, those bullets and shrapnel go flying in all directions and they are not discriminate whatsoever about who they impact, okay? Do not detonate ammo stockpiles. That is so freaking dumb. Why am I using my pistol? That was dumb. Four rounds. Can I take them in 4 rounds? I can! And there goes the ammo stockpile.
You dumb sons of bitches.
You doing all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
Ooh. Yeah, no, that was dumb. You just wasted so much Don't you hate when they do that? It's like, no. We needed those. If this was a real life scenario, I would have been so pissed at her. We need that ammo stockpile. Listen, part of the rules of guerrilla warfare is being able to resupply off of your enemies. If you don't have clear supply lines, you need to resupply off of your enemies. Stop destroying their shit. Ooh, all right. And why are you taking an elevator? You knew they just blew up a floor, right? Like, where are the stairs? I would much rather take the stairs after a ammunition cache was just detonated. I would not feel safe with those elevator cables, not gonna lie. I don't know. Would anybody else get into an elevator after an explosion like that took place? Or am I the only one they're just like, you're being ridiculous. Hey, look. We got a friend. Oh, really? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Run around. Run around. Woo! Next. Come on. Bring it. I don't know if you're behind that or not, but if you are, nope, you advanced. You're smart. You didn't hang out where I killed all your friends, but now you are. Oh, come on. Stand up, bud. Don't make me come all the way over there. All right. All right. According to this, there's a device, but I guess it must be below us or above us. One of the two. Ooh, we brought more friends. Oh, I know you're not that fast. Come on, Speed Racer. Man, I love these tactical scenarios like this. Oh man, that was so good. Alright. Alright, let's see if there's anything down here we actually need. Oh, look at that. Loot box. With a mask. It's a trash mask. Alright, let's take a gander. Let's go, 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 go. So, for the people who have played Division in here, favorite weapon systems, what are they? And for the military or people who have real-life weapon experience, favorite real-life weapon systems, what are they? Me, personally, as far as sidearms go, pistols,
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
I have you in a tab, so like that song double played right now. Let me close that tab out so I stop echoing. Welcome in. How you doing, bud? Hope everything's outstanding and exciting in your part of the world. I know your stream was going fantastically. You had some great tunes playing. Let me do the typing thing real quick. Alright, so, for those who didn't know this already, which if you didn't, I don't know why you don't know this. You should know this if you're on my channel. Aqua Rebel is a Legion broadcaster. And Aqua Rebel is a savant. He is a genius, a mastermind. He's a true, like, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo. You know, the people that were the premier experts in their field that really were true artists when they worked. That is Aqua Rebel when he creates a character in a game. When he's doing the character building, like when you have to choose stats or abilities or gear, you know, anything like that, that's him. He makes that into a true art form, and it is fantastic. It is amazing. It's impressive. And it's super educational. So, like, definitely go check out his channel. And then he plays some really good music. He plays rock. So, like, the majority of his rock music that he's playing, or modern music he's playing, rather, is from... I know. I said modern music, and then I'm going to say these dates, and you're going to be like, that's not fucking modern. And I'm like, I know. But for me, it's modern. Late 90s into the early 2000s, and then he'll play some of the classic rock favorites and that never age, you know, like AC/DC and stuff like that. So music's phenomenal. It's a great time to go learn about how character creation is truly done in a mind-blowing manner. Again, like, you guys have not followed Aqua Rebel. He is a fellow Legion broadcaster. Make sure you guys go over there and show him some Legion love, all right? So, how you doing? We're over here, and I decided I wanted to shoot shit today, so I made a new character. The character's an hour and a half old. And we are doing some Division 2. And if anybody wants to play Division 2 and has Xbox, we do have a Scareborne Legion clan.
Now that we lost Kieran.
I'm sure there are. They're going. Can't say I am either.
Troops in battle? This can't be that different.
It's a world of difference, Thomas. War is about killing. This is about living.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
Woo! That got exciting real fast, huh? Go ahead. No, 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 no. Come here, special fish. You wanted to fight. Let's fight. What'd you think it was gonna be an easy fight? Oh, you dumb little hyena. Okay, okay. And immediately back into conflict. Let's do this. Okay. Clear. Advancing. Man, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss this, and I don't know how many army folk we have in here, army vets. I know for sure Froggy Pate, but battlefield talking. Oh man, that is so much. I love battlefield talking. That's when you're like, you're calling out your targets, distance, direction, description, right? The 3Ds, distance, direction, description, in that order. And then, if you're advancing, you're yelling advancing. If you're fucking clearing if you've cleared an area, you've killed everybody, you yell clear. You know, like there's a whole lot of updating everybody in the field on what the situation is in your sector, and when everybody's talking correctly that way, it paints a very vivid battlefield image for everybody present. You don't need drones in order for everybody to know what's going on the field if everybody's battlefield talking. It's such an amazing thing when it's done right.
Give it to me straight. I don't want any of this mamby-pamby bullshit people have been feeding me about what's going on.
Mr. President, it's bad. Whoever planned this timed it perfectly. We've already got outbreaks in 22 cities domestically and 14 internationally, and the reports are still coming in.
Do we have any idea who's responsible? Or is this a natural outbreak?
Negative on that, sir. DCD has just confirmed the pathogen is a smallpox variant. There's no way that got loose where it did, when it did, without some help.
So who was it? Moscow? Beijing?
They've got problems with their own, sir. The truth is we don't know. We just don't know.
So, as you can see, it says, warning, no respawn zone. So if we die here, we can't respawn here. We gotta reset this section. So we gotta keep that in mind when we're running this op here, because this is the boss fight. And we got Agent Kelso, the dumbass who decided we didn't need ammunition, we should blow it up instead. Such a dumb... Like, how did you become a division agent? Answer me this, Kelso. How do you not know the basic principles of guerrilla warfare and small unit tactics? I feel like as a division agent, you should know these things. I feel like that should be a requirement. The fact that you either A, don't know them, or B, blatantly ignored them is ridiculous. I swear to God, Kelso, you better get off of me, man. Like, you're gonna give our position away, dumbass. Get him. Get him! And she's got her drone too. Nice. Double drones. I love the drones.
What have we got here? Fucking comedian, private joker. I admire your honesty. Hell, I like it.
Oh, there we go. Ah. Kelso, you're clogging me up here. I can't maneuver behind the cover while you're sitting like that. You are such a shitty agent, man. The drones are just lighting that dude up. Reloading. Business, ladies, and business is good. Saints down. 3 stragglers. 2. 1. Field's clear. Outstanding. Even though you were a complete and total useless retard who was in my freaking way the entire time, Agent Kelso. Where the hell did you receive your training? Like, good God. Do you not understand the basic principles of warfare? You're a division agent, for Christ's sake. You should know better. Shame on you. Like, good God, man. That was awful. Standing out in the open while we're waiting on an ambush to launch, right? And then, like, when we launched it, you stayed on top of my position. Like, no, spread the hell out. They shoot a rocket, a grenade, anything in our direction that's explosive with an AoE, we're both dead and then we're screwed because you're a dumbass and you're standing up in the open without being behind cover right on top of my position. Good job with the drone. But like everything else you did was absolutely and totally and horrifically wrong. And there's Odessa's daughter.
Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Successful rescue op.
Who are you?
Very rare that they
What's
happen
going
successfully.
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
You know, I want to point out that's something that a lot of people don't understand and don't address. Rescue operations performed by the military very rarely are successful, and by successful I mean they are able to recover the hostages or the prisoners. Hold on.
Get down there and take care of him. I got Eleanor.
Shut the hell up, Kelso. You don't get to give orders anymore. You lost that right when you showed what a dumbass you are and how inept you are in combat. I know I've had privates that were more efficient in combat than you special agent Kelso. God damn, like that, I cannot express how bad that was. Not a single one of my soldiers that I ever commanded or led in battle or trained would ever be caught doing stupid shit like she pulled. Oh, I cannot express how frustrating that is. That was so bad. But yeah, military rescue operations. Most of the time, the hostages or the prisoners that we're going in to rescue end up dying in the process. It's just the reality of those types of scenarios. It's very rare that everything goes smoothly enough to where the target is retrieved and survives. Usually we chalk the military just goes, well damn, they didn't survive. But we killed everybody, so we know it's not going to happen again. And it's one of those, and we just leave it as is, right? Oh, I'm being shot at. Go ahead. These guys must be Marines. Frontal assault with everything.
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor.
Is she okay?
She's okay. I'm bringing her home.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
See you soon.
Okay. So now I get to play with my favorite toy. Woo! The fact that was a successful operation, I just want to say, again, that's not realistic. That's not how those things usually end. It's fantastic that it was successful, but that's not usually how that ends. Alright, so we got a new shotgun. Let's put that bad boy on. We got a new mask. Oh. We gotta junk that one. And we gotta junk that one. This 45 ACP USC, it's not a bad rifle. I was actually pleasantly surprised. But we're not running it. We are absolutely not running it. If I want that slow rate of fire, I will use the current weapon that I have. So here's the new video of the hyenas, so you guys can see. It is graphic, so be warned.
What's your fucking problem?
Just leave, man. We don't want any trouble.
Wanna see what I can do?
Guys, maybe we should just
No fucking way. Look at this.
fucking alert.
This is gonna go good.
Unnecessary violence, unnecessary cruelty. I am not a fan of. Don't get me wrong, I love violence, but unnecessary violence and unnecessary cruelty is not okay. Ever. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts, no debate on that. Like, no. Yeah, it's all fenced in. We can't go over that. Violence is a tool. It's an absolute tool, but it is a tool, and it needs to be treated with care and respect and applied sparingly and appropriately, not just for the sake of violence. If you're using violence for the sake of violence, you are part of the problem. Woo! All right. Getting in gunfights. Hey, Fran. Oh, I need to switch rifles. Ooh. How you like them apples? I love this rifle. In real life and in the video games. It's a M1A. Beautiful, beautiful weapon system. Like, legitimately, if you guys have never fired a M1A, I strongly recommend going down to a gun range and, you know, call your local gun shops and gun ranges and see if maybe they got a M1A that you can rent for some range time. Because most gun ranges have weapons that people can rent and be able to use for like 30 minutes, an hour, or something like that, or in blocks of that amount of time. So you don't have to own the weapon, right? You can test it out to see if you even like the weapon system. But if you can find a rifle range that has an M1A for testing, for renting, totally do it. It is absolutely worth it. The weapon system is so beautiful. Oh man, it's such a clean, accurate weapon system with the recoil's reasonable, the accuracy is phenomenal, the rate of fire is great, the weight, you know you're holding a weapon, but it's not like super heavy, right? It's got that solid, like, comfortable weight. It's just a great rifle all around. Rappelling is actually super fun. I enjoyed that. Do it the Australian style where you go forward and you run down. It's pretty cool.
It's worse than ever, Odessa. We're barely holding things together.
What am I supposed to do?
Help us!
I am helping. I am helping. Just not the way you want me to.
We need you out there again. Your leg wouldn't stop you.
It's not about that.
I know it isn't. But if we fail...
All right! All right. We could probably spare some people.
I'll be outside.
Man, he looks good in the cutscenes. Like, that's a pretty good looking beret, I think.
She said you did your part. I won't forget it.
You know, it's funny. I actually joined another clan on a previous character just so I could buy the beret from the clan store, and then I left the clan. So then when I'm in my own clan now, I am able to wear the beret, and it comes out as my clan's colors. It's pretty cool. All right. So, we got some ops. We do indeed have some operations. Very first thing, very first thing, we need to do this mission before we can go any further.
Hey there.
Hey there. No. So we need to go knock out this op. The reason why we need to go knock out this op is because this op is going to open up projects and bounties for us, which is what we actually need. Sell the junk.
All this stuff is
Sell the trinkets. There we go. And I can sell the holster because it's equivalent to what I am wearing. I'm not going to worry too much about investing into equipment this early in. I think we can get away with doing it later. Do I have Shade Tech? I do have Shade Tech. Okay, cool. So we're actually going to go to the White House first because I need my sight. So there's two different types of... There's a site that I'm going to use, okay? And there's two different types of them in real life. The video game version only shows us one.
Hey there.
And it's always disappointing. Oh, I can't use it yet. I can't use my Shade Tech. Damn it. All right, I guess we're doing this.
Good to see you, Agent.
So we gotta get this this Shade node back on, Isaac back online, I think is what it's called. When we get this back online, then we'll be able to open
The
up
neighborhoods
everything
you'll be
else.
moving through are hyena territory. They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. But they've been an especially serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements. But they can't do much if they're struggling to survive. So see what you can do to take some pressure off them. But don't forget that we have to get the Shade Network back to full strength. In a lot of places, the Division has been the only thing holding people together. But where DC is the priority, most agents are completely cut off. They're not gonna last long without support.
That's because you keep sending them in the field by themselves instead of having them operate in teams, you dumbasses. Again, I have privates that could more efficiently run this organization and these operations than any of you idiots in charge. Damn. I guess that's a point of pride too, right? Like that my soldiers were so efficient. Man, I was so damn proud of those guys. You know, and yeah, woo-hoo-hoo, that got kinetic real fast. Come here, bud. I said no. All right. Let's see here. Like, those are stupid. Let's see, what do we got? Honestly, like, man, I would thrive so much in an environment like this. I would absolutely thrive. I'm not gonna lie, there are certain days where I'm just like, man, can the Russians or somebody just invade, please? Can we just, like, kick off this World War III thing and get it underway, please? If I ask real nice, will you do it? I know so many people that would thrive so well in these environments. And, like, and when I say thrive, I'm not talking like this hyena assholes, right? Not these gangs. I'm talking, like, genuinely do well and do good for people. And have great purpose. You know, like, for example, Odessa running a settlement, right? I know people that would be phenomenal at things like that. And then, you know, you got your division assets. Okay, well, your division assets, what are they really? What are they really is they are defense through offensive tactics. They're a defense force using offensive tactics. They are preempting dangers and potential threats and taking them down before they become real honest threats, you know. And I know people that would thrive in that environment too. I'm one of them. You know, it's just like, man, you'd have none of that corruption bullshit either, because it's like, no. Corruption means jack, because finances mean jack. At this point, it's about resources, bartering, and trading, right? You trade skills and services and items for skills, services, and items. It eliminates the corruption possibility when everybody has the same shit and there's no economy and it's a pure barter system. Like, it's... you just gotta worry about the might makes right thing. People getting too caught up in the power and the fact that they're... And when I say power, I'm talking the violent power. You know, being like, no. I'm big and bad and I know it. Who can stop me? Nobody. It's that... What's that saying? It's not so much who's gonna let me, but it's who's gonna stop me. And there'd be a number of people in these types of settings that would take on that behavior and that mindset. So those would be serious threats. Little gangs and shit like these hyenas, those are minor nuisances. Left unchecked, become extremely dangerous, yes. Oh, come on, there's one more. There you are. Come on. Come on, stop running away from him and shooting. Get into cover.
I mean, he's kind of...
Or unload on them.
He's an ass.
And charge that motherfucker, man.
And he's
Listen.
dumb.
You charge people. Violence of action.
Dumbass.
Be aggressive. Be overwhelmingly aggressive. If you can't be overwhelmingly aggressive, then you shouldn't be doing the operations. Bam! Like, advance on those folks. If they're not advancing, advance on them. If you got a good, solid position where you're able to pick everybody off, do so quickly and efficiently. The more time you take, the more hesitations you have, the more ammunition you expend, the more likely you are to catch a round. You know? And you don't want to catch a round. Being shot hurts. A lot. It sucks. You know? And I'm speaking from experience. I've been shot 7 times. That shit hurts. It doesn't get easier. And, you know, like, wearing body armor and being shot in body armor hurts just as much as being shot. Sometimes more. You know? So, like, being shot sucks. That's why you want to quickly eliminate and deal with the threat so you don't get shot. I will say, though, because I've also been stabbed a few times, I would rather be shot than stabbed. If I had to choose between the two types of injuries, I would rather be shot. Being shot is immediate and hurts less, and it's less personal. Being stabbed is super personal, and you're going to feel every bit of that, you know? And it's not going to be quick. Stabbings are not quick, regardless of what people show or think in the movies and watching it. Like, when you're being stabbed, it's like slow motion kicks in, so you feel it all.
Portable device detected.
And yes, Froggy Pate, totally agree. Those little people that were gathering, I'm not sure what they would be considered. I don't know if you would consider them agent. Okay, so they're not division, right? They're not division agents. They're technically civilians volunteering to go out and do gather and scavenging patrols. I just don't know what term you would use for them because they're good guys. They're serving a purpose. They're doing it in an organized, semi-militant manner, almost like a militia. But they're not a militia. They're not a fighting force. They can barely defend themselves. But yes, absolutely dumbasses. Totally agree. Like, I wouldn't be sending these folks out without
Hyenas have been
proper
getting the
training.
locals hooked on spice. That's how they've been calling the shots around here for so long.
God.
This intel should help you get the area back in shape.
Spice. I was in the army when that was an issue. When spice became a thing, no shit. The army was like, "Oh my god, we can smoke this and get high and it won't show up on a drug test. Let's do it." And they would go overboard with it. We had so many freaking soldiers go to the hospital to detox because they were just like freaking the hell out because they smoked so much spice. Oh man. I was on what's called staff duty at one time. And staff duty is a 24-hour area watch and patrol. And like we have a desk at battalion headquarters. We have a checklist that we have to maintain. We have a log that we have to log everything that happens during the shift. And we also have to do foot patrols around the area of our company or battalion areas, right? And we were out, it was me and two other guys. We were out doing the foot patrol. And this kid runs up to us and he's like, "I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out." We're like, "Oh, man, what happened? Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I smoked so much spice. I'm freaking out. I'm going to die." We were like, "Oh, man." If you had just not said you smoke spice, like, we could have resolved this in-house. We could have got you to calm down, got you some water, put you in a cot, let you sober the hell up and go back to your room. But you ran up and you said out loud, in front of people, on duty, that you smoked a whole bunch of spice. Like, God damn it, now we gotta get the NPs involved. Like, man, that sucked so much. But yeah, no, like, that was a serious problem in the army for the longest time. They are volunteers. Okay, so we'll call them volunteers. That's a good term. Volunteers. But yeah, no, I would not be letting volunteers go out and do any type of operations without at least one, if not two, trained, experienced individuals with them. And I would require the volunteers to be able to go through a certain basic level of training and perform proficiently in controlled settings to ensure that it maximizes the potential of surviving, you know?
What about you? What was your moment?
My moment.
That made you want to join?
People around here have been through a lot. Having you watch their backs will make a big difference.
I doubt it. But if you say so, Chief. We are good with our inventory space. I cannot wait until I can get my ACOG on here. ACOG is a... I believe video games make it a 4 times scope. The reality is it's a 3.4%. Or 3.4 zoom. And there's 2 different types of ACOGs. Everybody always in video games sees the kind with the red line on top. And it's got the red sight aperture. For those who don't know,
What did you do?
what did I do? I shot all your friends. That's what I did. Bam! Violence of action. Yeah, so the ACOG, there's the red stripe on the top that everyone always sees in video games and shit, and I have used that ACOG in real life, in combat scenarios, and in training environments. I've used it in both settings. I can tell you with certainty, I do not like that sight aperture. Again, it's a 3.4 zoom rate. It's not a 4 like video games portray it. It's a 3.4. Okay. And the other thing with it is the red one, the fiber optic. That's the one. That's what we could call it. It's a fiber optic ACOG. Ooh, that's a good pistol. The fiber optic is flawed in the regard that red stripe that's over the top of the ACOG, the sunlight, when it comes in, it ends up going and being absorbed into that red stripe across the top, and it makes the red sight aperture, which we called it a Christmas tree. In reality, we got a black crosshair with tick marks for distance, and then at the top there's a space, and then there's a red triangle. Okay? And the red triangle, how bright the red triangle is or how dim the red triangle is, will be determined by how much light the stripe on top of the ACOG system is receiving. The more light it receives, the brighter the light. The brighter the sight aperture is in the inside. The reticle, the triangle that we talked about. So a lot of us, we would end up putting like 100-mile-an-hour tape is what we called it. It was military grade duct tape that can withstand speeds up to 100 miles an hour. That's why it was called 100-mile-an-hour tape. And you'd put it over the top of the red stripe. And the reason for it limited the sunlight getting in, which made it so the freaking triangle wasn't so bright that it blinded you when you were looking through your sight. And you could actually see shit, because it typically is so bright that it makes your image blurry when you're looking through the scope. So you put duct tape over it, and then it makes it super dim. Well, then you got to figure out how much of the stripe actually needs to be uncovered for you to get the right brightness, and you got to play with that for a little bit before you get the correct sighting. Me personally, I don't like that. I hated that. It was an awful scope for my shooting style. I knew other guys that, no, they absolutely loved it. It was their preference and everything. But me, I liked the older ACOG. The older ACOG was the black crosshairs with the tick marks for the different ranges. And that was it. There was no fiber optics. There was no red stripe that absorbed light and changed the brightness of whatever I was looking through. Like, no. Because the other thing is I don't need my sight aperture at night.
Last radio contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
Oh, it's worse. But it's got... Yeah, it's worse. Okay. Let's get back in here. The site that I used, it didn't have any of that fancy stuff. It was just, like I said, the crosshairs. It had the 3.4 scope zoom still. But my thing is at nighttime, we're using infrared lasers. You know, we had infrared laser systems. We had the PEC 7s and the PEC 14s. Ooh. So at nighttime, we would use infrared lasers. So you don't need your sight anymore at nighttime. So the fact that the classic ACOG that I prefer doesn't light up was okay, because you don't look through your sight at night. You look through night visions, and you have a laser that's infrared that can only be seen under night vision. So it doesn't give away your position either. And you have during the daytime, it's called zeroing. Basically, it's adjusting the accuracy of where your target is, where the optic or aiming device, in this case the infrared laser, is pointing in comparison to where the rounds impact. So you would match that so it matches the scope. So now that the laser and the scope are aiming at the same spots, now you can use that laser and kind of like pick and choose where you want it and not have to look through the scope. You just use the laser. But you can only use it at nighttime because it's an infrared and it requires night vision. And so, again, it eliminated the need for having the glowing bit inside the ACOG. It was really nice. I loved my weapon setup.
What's the big deal? It's just one guy.
Woo-hoo-hoo, clean. Oh, come on, I know you're over here, dude. All right. That was a clean takedown. I love it when they all charge through the doorway at the same time. It's just like, okay, I'll just unload into one spot and you will all walk into my bullets. That is fantastic. So the doorways, for those who don't know or don't have the military backgrounds either, the doorways are called fatal funnels. And it was for that reason right there. Because let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, we dropped 2 coming through the fatal funnel. Because they're gonna run through it. Yep. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's just another kinetic day at the office. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Reloading. Oh, are you gonna send another truck out? Just blew up in your face, bud. Oh, come on. No, no, no. Come here, bud. You wanted to dance. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. Doing this sort of shit makes me so happy. So happy. These types of things are my happy place. Especially when I'm doing them in real life. My happy place.
What now?
A broad-spectrum antiviral. Think of antibiotics except for viruses instead of bacteria.
And it's in D.C.
Some was sent here, but it's not guaranteed it actually arrived.
Well, it all sounds a bit shaky, Kelso. There's a lot to do.
None of which means a goddamn thing if we end up with another big outbreak. Look, I'm not saying this is all that matters, but imagine what happened.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders at the east entrance! Then kill them! What the fuck? It's a division! So? Fucking kill them!
It's the division!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess.
He tends to leave a mess. Got him. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, sniper. Stand back up there, bud. Come on. Who else we got? Who else is wanting to party? Oh, hey. Advance. Okay, okay. Looks like we're in the clear. let's go, let's go, let's go. Move, move, move.
Portable device detected.
Accuracy. You gotta love it. Somebody sent a truck out, huh? Where's it at? Come on.
Everybody outside about a 50-mile radius of DC is completely cut off from the network. Completely.
What do we do about it?
First, we need to assess the full scope of the damage, which means going places that won't be easy to get to.
Because they're in hostile territory.
It's not just that. The flooding did a lot of damage, especially underground, which is where most of our infrastructure is located.
You think it was flooding that caused the network to go down?
Not a chance. This was deliberate.
Ooh. We got the little guys thinking they can flank on me. That's cute. How'd that work out for you there, bud? Well, why don't you come right around that cover there, and we can have that discussion. You know what? Tell you what, I'll just come over here where your cover doesn't matter.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Okay. Okay. Making some progress. Clear. Advance. Ooh. Loot, loot, loot. Gotta love the bullets. Alright, let's go, let's go. We're going upstairs. By the way, for those who don't know, if you shoot these bags on enemies, they'll explode and do an AoE effect. It's pretty cool. Sometimes it's gas, sometimes it's explosions. It depends on who you're fighting. If it's gas, it dazes them and they just walk around in the open, disregarding their safety. So, when they tell us, oh, you're nearing Espinosa's last known position, and this is a division agent, right? You'll be able to pick up on his trail. He leaves a mess. Okay, listen, so you're telling me this agent, you sent in a division agent by themselves, and he drops bodies. That's what you're telling me. This dude drops bodies like crazy. And I just went through all this area, clearing all of these people that obviously the agent failed to drop. There wasn't even dead bodies anywhere. Oh, man. Pop up. Come on. Oh. That's not very nice. Now I'm gonna have to use a shotgun on you.
Active shade beacon.
That's probably the node. Isaac should guide you to it.
So we've created these bodies. Let's see. Are we seeing any more? Look, still no bodies. Again, Agent Kelso's supposed to be the one. Not Agent Kelso, was it Garza? Anyways, whatever this agent is that we're supposed to be rescuing in here, obviously didn't advance through any of this shit because there's no dead people. Oh, here we go. First sets of bodies. So this is where they started. How did they get to this point without having to kill anybody? I'm curious. Because we had to kill a whole lot of people. Alright, let's drop down. Get down to this shade node here and activate it.
Shade agent credentials authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Double barrel shotgun. Double barrel shotguns tend to actually fire pretty hard. like as far as like damage output, like they do a stupid amount of damage. They also can fire both rounds simultaneously if you need them, but the downside is reload time. You've only got 2 shots, and then you got to reload, and that takes too long. And the reload will kill you more times than anything else. So we're not doing double barrel shotguns. Double barrel shotguns are not effective for combat anyways.
Please stand by. Intelligence system analytic computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Espinoza. That's his name. Agent Espinoza.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
So, again, if you're ever going to take hostages, understand soldiers, agents, special operators of any type, they're expendable. We're not going to, like, the United States government and its agencies are not going to comply with your demands simply because you took an expendable asset hostage. Because you gotta understand, like, they are 100% expendable. How do we know this? Well, we're putting them in life and death situations on a constant basis.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent vital signs.
I was
0.
healing! That was some crap. First of all, how did they flank me? There was nobody behind me. And second, I completed that heal and it didn't acknowledge it. Alright, let's try that again. Do I have to reloot this crap? No, I don't. Okay, cool. There's nobody back here. Nobody, right? Nobody. No enemies. So where the hell did the little melee dude come from? It definitely wasn't from behind, but that's exactly where they killed me. They came up behind me somehow. There is absolutely 0 people here. It's part of the reason I selected that route. Spawn motherfuckers on top of me. Send out the drone. There's too many. At too many weird areas, and they're popping up from nowhere. These side doors are opening, and it's like, okay, we need a little bit of an assistance. We need a distraction to assist. Woo, buddy. Oh. Clear. Scrap the drone. Listen, if you guys are going to be running your tech, whether it's turrets, drones, anything of that nature, when you're done with the fight, end it early. It starts the countdown faster and you can reuse it again in the next conflict sooner. Kill your drones, kill your turrets as soon as the fights are over. Helps with the cooldown times to be able to reutilize them.
What we've got on the table is a possible solution.
What we've got is a possible sake.
What we do know is that people are dying, and this stuff kills the green poison. How many deaths do you want on your hands because we waited for Tess to come back to tell us what we already knew?
Fine, you've got my authorization. But go.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hey guys, I'm still willing to deal, but you better decide fast. I don't know how much more this dude can take.
She's goading you to try to
He's-
make you reckless. Just stay focused.
First of all, Kelso, shut up. Stop running ops. You don't know anything about military tactics. Second, he's expendable. We don't care. If we can rescue him, great. It's a bonus. But as soon as you send him out on the op, he was counted as a casualty at that point. Domed. Woo! Hey, bud. Hi. Bye. Oh, come on, another reload. Go, 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 go. Drop. Bam! Clear. That was actually pretty smooth. We actually took very little damage in that way during that fight. That was actually pretty clean, especially for it being a heavy. Man, those heavies' armor take a hot minute to punch through. But that came out clean. I like it. I dig it. Sir, good evening, sir. Coming out of lurk. Hello to you. Hello and the fam. Hey, chat. Hey, welcome in, Man Bear Nug. Welcome in. We're gonna be finishing this op. How are you doing? How you doing? Anything new or exciting in your part of the world? Let's see here. Man Bear Nug. You guys need to hit those follow buttons. I'm just saying. Listen. Go follow Man Bear Nug. He's an amazing human being. He's probably one of the most kindest, chill human beings that you'll probably ever encounter in life. It's mind-blowing. Definitely go do it, okay? Glorious, amazing beard. Amazing personality. Perfect level of energy for the mornings. And he does Elder Scrolls Online. Who doesn't like a good Elder Scrolls game, right? But you have to bring your own coffee. That's the only rule. You have to bring your own coffee. It's BYOC, man. Bring your own coffee. Same old thing. Busy day at work, relaxing now. Thanks for the... You are welcome. You are welcome. All right. Well, busy day is a good day, right? Because they go by fast. At least I would think it's a good thing. Okay, I know this op. Look at this.
Agent vital signs.
You see that?
0.
He didn't have to die here.
Yes, he did, Kelso. You sent us in knowing damn well what the outcome was gonna be. The fact that you are sitting there crying and whining about, well, he didn't have to. Yes, the hell he did. If you didn't want him to die, you should have freaking listened and not sent in, oh, I don't know, an armed agent to go murder a bunch of people. Like, it probably would have ended better. But you made a choice. You knew what the consequences of said choice was. Don't act surprised. That's an insult. come on.
That bastard can't
Got
have
him.
gotten far yet. Go after her.
I'm really getting tired of you, Kelso. Like, you have done nothing but prove why you should never be made an agent and why you should never have been placed in any position of authority. You have made every situation worse. So, he fell from the 3rd story. Let's look at the way he landed. He landed on his back on a table that would have broken his fall. He would not have died. Would he have been hurt? Yes. Would he have had some injuries that may require a medical facility? Probably. Would he have died? 100% no. Not unless you dropped him on his head. And he didn't drop on his head. We saw that clearly. He would not have died from that. I can tell you that for a fact because we fall from this distance in airborne training into a rock pit. Yes, you heard that right. We use a gravel rock pit to jump off of ledges to practice landing and hitting the ground in airborne school. He would have survived. What's over here? Do we got anything back here? No, we don't. Okay. So we got our ammo, and we're entering a new respawn zone. So it means if we die here, we gotta reset back and do all this again. Three down. We got a sniper at the range, and but that's not the only. There it is. There he is. I just watched him move. All right, looks like he's behind the tracker now. Oh, you coward! Why you running for, boy? You wanted to fight? I'm obliging. Don't pick fights if you're gonna run away, boy. Let's do this. Okay, shotgun time. Reloading. Target down. 2 more. One more. Sniper target. Target down.
There was nothing you could have done for Espinosa. That fucking hyena was toying with us.
Area secure.
I hope she
All right.
suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. Let's see you around. Looks like
Are you
Isaac's back
kidding
up
me,
and
Kelso?
running. Nice. Meet me back at the White House. I've got some new intel I want to share with you and Manny.
Agent, you're ready for another skill, I reckon. Come back to the base and we'll set you up.
Kelso, I hope she suffered a little bit. Listen. I'm not a torturer. We're not doing this for kicks. We're a division agent who's basically a special forces soldier, right? We have a clear set of rules and hierarchy of military structure and everything, right? Well, that also means that we follow the rules of warfare.
Let's do this!
And unnecessary cruelty, unnecessary harm, definitely violates that. Hope she suffered. Get the hell out of here, Kelso. You know, I feel very strongly against Kelso right now. We don't torture people. That's no, absolutely not. If you want us to torture people, well then we're no longer the government. We're no longer the soldier. We're no longer a soldier. You become a criminal at that point.
Civilians in danger.
Soldiers don't torture. Criminals do. I mean, like, that's basic 101. You're taught that, and I feel like every agent would know these things because they went through some sort of ethics training. I know I went through ethics training. Don't torture motherfuckers. Don't kill innocents. Don't harm non-combatants. I feel like all of those are pretty important. All right, so we got to get to the White House. Run! And that orange glowing light on the back of their head on their backpack strap, that's not very tactical. Like, come here. Bam! Down. Yes, I know that that's there. This event is there. We're not going to trigger that event because we're going to come back to it when we actually have it as part of the projects. So we're going to get projects unlocked right now. I want to know who wrote this because it definitely wasn't Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy knows this shit. But yeah, legitimately, just so everybody is aware, like, that is the difference between soldiers and criminals or a gang of thugs or whatever, okay? It is the code of conduct. The code of conduct, bottom line, is the one thing that separates soldiers from criminal barbarians and these little warlords that run around and just, like, kill people for the sake of violence or because they're trying to gain whatever thing that they want, whether it's resources, territory, personnel, whatever. Soldiers do not behave that way. We have a code of conduct, and we uphold ourselves to said code of conduct. Those who don't remain soldiers very long. We weed them out ourselves. Ooh, unseen footage. Let's see, what's the unseen footage? Oh look, division agents working in pairs. How fantastic. That's better than by themselves. And you just shut the door. You didn't secure it. And you went into a facility that was overrun with enemies. That was dumb. Great range on the pistol with that accuracy. That takes skill. Especially with a 45, 1911. And betrayed by an agent. So the agents were betrayed by an agent there. And again, they didn't secure anything. That was another flaw. They didn't secure anything and they went into a contested area. You need to secure your egress and you need to secure the location you're marching into. That's super important. Okay, field proficiency cache. Ooh. Yes, please. Yes, please. Where's it at? A chest piece. I love this one. This is one of my favorite armor sets. So as you can see, it's called Providence Defense on the right side there. Oh man, I love this armor. So it increases headshot damage. When you get 3 pieces of Providence Defense, it increases critical chance and critical damage. So this is a crit build. So, man, I love this. I love this this defense set. There's another one I run. I think it's Overlord. I think Overlord is the name of it. It might be. I think it's Overlord. I don't think it's Fenris. Fenris is the assault one, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I love Providence Defense.
Agent,
Base of operations?
Thanks to your hard work, we've been able to make some critical upgrades to the base of operations. We've restored access to the city's CCTV cameras and updated our maps of DC and the Situation Room. The mess hall has proper food prep and cooking equipment, with comfortable places to sit and have a hot meal. Giving the staff a place to relax has boosted morale. We're getting an influx of food, water, and medical supplies. Some of these will remain here to create a stockpile. And the surplus will be redistributed to civilians in need. It's hard to believe we have a surplus of anything right now. The White House is coming back to life. Keep up the good work.
Alright, so let's get this skill unlocked.
We're learning a new skill?
So I'm running the drone. I love the drone. I really truly do. The other set that I really like running, the other item I really like running is the shield. And then I do this one right here, the Crusader, which allows you to use primary weapons except for light machine guns and marksman rifles. I love this. It is so freaking nice. So we're going to run that. And that pairs well with our drone.
See ya.
Wait. We've got perks, which means end tutorial. I can put my scope on. One, two, loud vent brake, fits caliber muzzles, tactical pouch for belt-fed magazine weapons systems. We're gonna go with let's get some more attachments here.
Later.
And then we're gonna go with... So, you see that... Let's see here. Okay. See this scope? See at the top, it's got that line? In real life, that line is red. Okay? That is an ACOG. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit better. Yeah, that stripe is ACOG. Fiber optics. And that stripe is what I was talking about with the light coming down, and it makes the triangle that's inside the side aperture glow bright. It's because of that stripe that's along the top of the scope there. And we would cover that with duct tape because the reality is it's too bright. So, I don't like this scope. I like the old school version that doesn't have that stripe. But that is far more common. I actually had to do some deals to get my sight for when I was serving. I had to trade the newer scope for an older scope and trade it to a specific person, you know. It's like we had to do some what we call drug deals. It's not really drug deals, it's just what we call them because they're shady. But yeah, to be able to get that scope. But man, I do love me that scope. That scope is so freaking nice. Here, let's see. So that's not how the scope looks in real life. So where the red section is that you're seeing inside the scope, the black parts are all correct. The black parts are accurate. That's exactly how the scope looks. But on the inside, where the red is, there's actually just a gap between that bottom, middle, black stick and where the red thing is, and where the dot, where we can see the dot in the scope, that's actually the tip of a triangle that's just like this. It's not even a complete triangle, it's just a two-sided, like, one line, two line, this is it. And that's how that scope actually looks in the inside. Phenomenal weapon system attachment. You know, like, you can put it on a lot of different weapon systems and dramatically improve your performance with them. It's a 3.4 scope. I absolutely recommend it in real life. All right, let's go talk to some folks.
If I can't get more pieces from the toy store, I'm not gonna be able to finish my fucking map.
All right, Manny. Jeez. While the sheriff here was busy waking up Isaac, I kicked in a few doors.
Did you learn anything?
Some new cuss words.
Anything useful?
I know where we can find out where the cure was sent.
The capital? We can't get past those defenses.
Not yet. But once we reconnect to our satellite network and get the main Shade node online, we should be back at full strength. Then we'll be ready.
Okay, well, in the meantime, we have intel President Allen survived the crash. He's being held by one of the factions. Locating him should be a priority.
Oh, fuck that. There could be another major outbreak anytime soon. We don't need some politician. We need that cure.
We might need him to access it. It'll be somewhere secure.
See the difference there? He's correct. He's wearing dog tags also. He has military training.
Let's see what we can do.
This stupid civilian over here pretending to be a division agent
Flattered or offended,
is an
Manny.
idiot. And oh man, like, no joke. If I served with her, I would make sure that she got out of the field as quickly as possible. Like, no. She is a bigger danger than most of the enemies we're encountering at that point.
Electronic device detected.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
About Waller.
No. What's the latest? Has he decided Russia's responsible after all?
No. He's dead.
Tell me you're lying.
I swear. I'm not. A heart attack got him an hour
That's the
ago.
president.
They couldn't revive him.
Shit. That means that Mendez is in charge.
Is that all you can say at a time like this?
It's all I can afford to say.
Ooh.
Priority message. To all active duty agents, be aware that Agent Aaron Keener, call sign Vanguard, has had his agent status revoked and is now a priority target. Keener is directly responsible for the murders of several SHD agents in New York, and he is now wanted for high treason and acts of terrorism against the United States. He is armed and extremely dangerous, and it is believed that he has gathered other former agents to his cause. Identities will be released once they are confirmed. Keener's last known position was Manhattan, NYC. End message.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, folks, let's take a gander on who's up. All right, let's go raid out, because it is that time for me. I gotta take care of my grandkids. So, let's get on out of here. Thank you all for being here. You guys have been phenomenal and amazing and outstanding as always. So, please join me in this raid. Oh. We'll get back to Witcher tomorrow. Probably. I just really wanted to shoot things today. Anyways, thank you all for being here. You guys have been amazing. Let's go ahead and raid out. Make sure when you get into the raided channel that you type something in chat. First of all, it makes the streamers feel good, and if we make streamers feel good, they keep providing content for us. And second, when you chat in somebody's stream, it actually helps them, and it helps Twitch's algorithm because it counts you as a viewer. So, let's get underway, and thank you all for being here, and have an amazing and outstanding day.